All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Chakbadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai. This quote you should take heed to. Now, I love this quote. I said, I got to do a video on this. It said, if you do not live what you believe, you would end up believing what you live. And that is majority of the people. So, it's another saying in the world, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And majority of of our people, they just living in the moment. So whatever comes to their mind, whatever makes them feel good, that's gospel. That's the truth. And the scripture says that your heart is deceitful. So let's start off with that. It said, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So your mind try to rationalize, try to make it and find an excuse according to your will, what you want to do. See, that goes into the spirit and the flesh warring. But when you are not cultivated in the laws of the Lord, the flesh win majority of the time. So your heart is desperately wicked. And your heart will make you feel that is you that's thinking these things. And that is you that want to do this. But it's really just a demon that's on you. And in most cases, demons. So, so now to get into the quote. If you do not live what you believe, you will end up believing what you live. And most people believe in this world. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things become new. So, you're supposed to become a new creature. And when you become a new creature, then you live what you believe. And then the belief gets stronger. See, that's why Yahushua said, watch and pray, that you do not fall into temptation. For the flesh is weak, but the spirit is indeed willing. Because it's a lot of temptation out here. Now, when you come on a level, or you be in the truth, for a little bit, especially if you're in the truth for a long time, the temptation, it really ain't no temptation out here, because you know the truth, you know what's out here. You know that it's nothing but death out here. But if you're just a person who's been in this thing for a couple of years, yes, you got to be in tune with the videos if you're not, a prophet. Because a prophet is supposed to be a watchman. So a prophet is supposed to watch and pray. As a believer, you're supposed to watch and pray. You may not be a prophet, but you're supposed to be knowing what's going on in the news. And we are the newscast, so you're supposed to be watching the videos. But that's you keeping your eyes single. So you can't be fickle in this truth, and you definitely can't be emotional, because a lot of things will get under your skin in this truth, because we're tried all the time. The testing of your faith. So it said that you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Because when you are still in the world, or matter of fact, how about this? When you have one foot in the truth, one foot in the world, the 1 foot in the world take precedence over the 1 foot in the truth. Because one thing about this truth, you have to be all in. And that's in everything. You can't halfway do anything. You won't have success. But just know, if you want to play games with the Lord, as the scripture says in Revelation 3, it's either Revelation 3 and 15 or Revelation 3 and 16. He said that the Lord, he said he wished that you were hot or cold. And since you are lukewarm, he going to spit you out of his mouth. All right. So the Lord is like, listen, he'd rather a person just be all the way out than a person playing games. Even a person that's all the way out is going to get destroyed, but not worse than a person that's playing games. All right. So you suppose, let's read the quote again. If you do not live what you believe, you will end up believing what you live. Man. And that reminded me of the scripture. Let's get it real quick. And it's really because Satan have blinded you. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. I never looked up the word lost. Oops, I guess that's the wrong scripture. But yeah, it's a little early. Apollo me. It said to destroy, fully, reflexively, to perish or lose, literally or figuratively. Destroy, die, lose more. Yeah, because spiritually you're dead. That's what it goes into. Just want to see. To declare one must be put to death, because that is what's going to happen. To devote or give over to eternal misery in hell. It's damn hell. To perish, to be lost, ruined, destroyed. Yep. So it pretty much is to be destroyed spiritually. So it says, in whom the God of this world, which is Satan, and the physical counterpart of Satan is Esau, Edom, which is portrayed as the wicked in the scriptures. All right. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, who world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So you believe not, and now you become that. You become an unbeliever, and you live that way. And then the Lord said he would choose your delusions. So whatever is your comfort, the Lord is going to allow you to believe that that's the truth. Because you love not to love other truth. So if you do not live what you believe, you will end up believing what you live. What's that? Psalms? It said, through your precepts, which is these scriptures, I get understanding. Therefore, I hate every false way. So that's a person who live what they talk about. You know, another saying, actions speak louder than words. Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So this is how we walk. This is what we do. If you believe, it will show. If you believe, you will conduct yourself a certain way. So, what is that? I think it's 1 Peter 4, I think. Like the first 4 verses. No, 3 to 6, I think. Yeah. So it said, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, which means to be, and this is, very easy concept. The heathen wasn't given the law, right? So that means that they don't even know how to please the Lord. They don't know nothing about no, law, statutes, and commandments. So that's what our people went whoring after other gods. They started to sow to the flesh and not sow unto the spirit. And the Lord called them heathens. They was in a Gentile state of mind, the same way that we were before we start calling ourselves Israelites, African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and so forth and so on. That's what we was calling ourselves. And we was living like it. We was celebrating the holidays of the world. We was doing what the world do. We ain't know no better. So it's nothing new under the sun, as the scripture says. So it says, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness. That means sexual lust. All right. Not having control over the head that is in your pants and your cootie cat that is in your pants. And it says lust, which is all kind of lust, anything that gravitates you, that got a hold on you, that take control of your mind, that make you feel like I gotta have this. Excessive wine, reveling, banqueting, turning up, okay, partying, and abominable idolatries. The things that comes with turning up, adultery, orgies, homosexuality, just a lot of nasty things. All right. And it says, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. So yeah, and as the scripture says, 2 Timothy 3:12, if you will live godly in Yahweh Shai, you shall suffer persecution. And it always starts off with the people that you love first, because they the closest one to you. So they speak evil of you. They say you in a cult. They say you change. You boring now. So they speaking evil of you. And it says, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? That's talking about he that wander about the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So ignorance is bliss in this world. The Lord don't give a damn about none of that. Okay, you're going to get judged. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them. So everybody going to hear this word before the Lord come, that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the Most High in the Spirit. So if you do not live what you believe, you will end up believing what you live. All right. So I think I got two more in mind. It said, the righteous of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Why? Because the wickedness is what you live. Therefore, you believe in wickedness. Okay? And the scripture says that the wages of sin are death. Wickedness brings death. It don't bring life. Wickedness can bring joy temporarily, but then judgment comes. So I always say this, what's the point of living your heart desires just to get judged at the end? Scriptures even say that better is the end of a thing than the beginning. So I'd rather be blessed at the end. So the righteous of the perfect shall direct his way. If you do not live what you believe, you will end up believing what you live. But the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Now let's end it on a classic. It says, trust in Yahweh with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear Yahweh, depart from evil. So if you don't depart from evil and you live in the evil, that will become your belief system. All right. So you better seek out the Lord while you may be found, and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai while he is near. Shalom.